What's going on, guys? Sergeant Tech here. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, and I hear myself say that name's kind of stupid. I might have to change that. All right. Anyways, making a follow-up video here on the issues regarding Teredo. I've gotten some feedback from some of the viewers and spent some time helping people over TeamViewer. I do apologize, as I hope to have this video out a little sooner, but as they say, it's better late than never, right? So after getting some feedback, I've come to a list, as you can see up here, with about 4 things, with the 4th one being the one you probably don't want to hear, but it might be a viable option. If nothing else works for you, it's worth giving a shot. I'll get to that at the end. So I guess we'll start with disabling fast startup here. And essentially, it's a power option that Windows 10 comes with, and it essentially puts your PC in a deeper power state than hibernation. So when you restart or shut down your computer, it never actually shuts off completely. So that might keep some issues from being resolved. So just type in power options here in the start menu, and you should get a screen looking like this. Hopefully you're not on Vista. And you're going to click on choose what the power buttons do. And you're going to see that you can't turn on or off fast startup. So you're going to click on change settings that are currently unavailable, and you should see you're able to untick or tick the fast startup. Untick that and hit save changes, and either go ahead and give your computer a restart and see if the Teredo adapter is functioning properly, or I'll put in the description, or you can take a note and go through the other ones. But if you want to know exactly which one, maybe restart now so you know what fixed it. So now moving into services. Alright, so it seems that sometimes it's the small things that end up being the big fix here. So we're going to revisit the services here. If you haven't watched the previous video, I suggest doing so. So I'm going to go back down to IP helper here. This was the problematic service here that was keeping Teredo from functioning properly. It either was disabled or not running, and you had to go in and find the dependencies. Essentially going into properties, and you'll get a list of dependencies here that are keeping it from start. When you try to start it, it usually throws an error and it says unable to start, and it was usually WinHTTP. So you go down to WinHTTP and make sure that service is running, and then you go back up to IP helper and start that service. So since we've already done that, the next option, and I'm not too sure why it helped with some of the viewers, but you probably have to ask Microsoft. But what seemed to help, and you can navigate this menu by typing in a letter. So if I'm going to I can type I, just a side note there. So what you can try is going into the service and basically manually restarting it. So going and disabling it and then restarting it, and doing the same with, I think, the WinHTTP. You can kind of go through the dependencies and try different ones. Like I said, for some reason that seemed to work. I have a feeling I had to do something with the fast startup, not keeping the computer from doing an actual cold boot, and resetting everything. Same thing here, I believe. Yeah, you can hit a restart on this one. You can't do it on IP helper, but this one you can actually right click and hit restart, and then the other option would be going through and doing the same thing as IP helper and hitting disabled, and then going to automatic. So there's that's an option definitely worth trying. Another thing as well is going to recovery. And if I click the right thing here, and I believe it comes with just the first one is restart the service. Try changing the second and subsequent failures to restart the service. Therefore, if there's an issue with the service starting, instead of it just kind of timing out or just trying to start once, it's going to keep trying to restart, which might mitigate some of the issues you may have with the Teredo. So that's pretty much what feedback I have on the services, which brings me to the last one, was the registry. So there's a couple ways you can go about editing the registry. You can either go through the command line, which is what you see in the movies of people hacking, just hack the White House, and I'm running a file right now. It's hacking in, take Social Security. Oh, well, I can't. Well, I should probably stop doing that because they're probably going to come to my house. All right. Actually, yeah, just kidding. That doesn't do anything. And the other option is to go through kind of the interface route, and to do that, you're going to simply type in regedit. You might see my screen go black, but I'm simply clicking OK. Give me just a second here while I kind of back up to where you guys are going to be at. So just kind of have to navigate this menu here. So we're going to start with double-clicking H key local machine, and then go to System and Current Control Set. You would double-click that to open up, and Services. And when you're navigating here, it's the same way. I believe you can just type in T. You're going to look for TCP IP6 right here. Double click that and then go to parameters, and you'll see in the right side here you'll see disabled components. So what you're going to want to do is right click that and hit modify and change this value to 0. So whatever it is, you guys get the point. Change it to 0 and keep it on hexadecimal and click OK on that, and then exit out of that and restart your computer, and hopefully that is the fix for you. If none of those fixes work out for you, there is one option which no one wants to hear, and that option is to simply reinstall Windows. If none of the other issues don't work, I'm not too sure why they wouldn't. The disabling fast startup and the registry seem to be the most feedback I've gotten in terms of solving issues that everyone has had. But the worst case scenario, I would suggest reinstalling. I do it yearly anyways. It's super simple. It's kind of blown out of proportion on how hard it is. Yeah, I can do it in 30 minutes. The biggest part is actually backing up your files. Once you do that, if you have a backup, it's very simple. If you guys need any help, feel free to let me know. I can post some links in the description, or if anyone needs it, I can message them. More than happy to help. And so hopefully that works for you guys. As always, feel free to leave a like and a comment below if you have any questions or concerns. And I'm always open to feedback in terms of if you have an issue you're dealing with. If I get enough people that are having the same issue, I have no problem making a video or helping you guys out. Shoot me an email. I have my email down in the description. And hope you guys have a good day, and hopefully that worked out for you and you can get back onto on Xbox.